here, do you?
No, of course not. Could you take this one into the living room, please? Well, didn't realise you had so much stuff in Spain with you.
We were supposed to have retired there for good. Oh, but it's so nice to have it back. And in one piece, I hope.
Right, I'll start with this lot.
Oh, yes. Do take care of that lot. With all David's equipment in there.
Still not messing around with all this radio hand business, is he?
Afraid so. Still, keeps him out of trouble. While he's twiddling knobs on his radio, he's not twiddling something else on someone else.
You know, I think he just needs something to occupy him, that's all. And when you get your new house, have plenty of time for that.
Oh, ever since he's retired, he just flits from one thing to the other.
You're not worried about him, are you?
No. I understand what makes him tick, and I am well aware of his weak points. You don't mind me leaving you with all this while I go and give Dee Dee a hand in the florist, do you?
No, not at all.
Met your new neighbour yet?
Apparently, they only moved in last week. Frank Rogers was saying they seemed a little odd. Mind you, if they're normal for this place, they would have had a couple of fights on the front lawn and had the police knocking at the door. But there's still time.
You should go and see Sinbad and sort it all out.
No, he went against me. He shouldn't have said a word to Marianne.
I reckon it's a load of rubbish.
Why? Sinbad reckons it was Mick who proclaimed his love for the wonderful Marianne.
Come on, no one knows anything about her. The woman's a teacher or something, isn't she? Her and Mick have got nothing in common. Mind you, she's not exactly Alice's type either, is she?
Look, I wasn't going to mention it, but at New Year's at the club, well, if you'd have seen the way she was kissing Mick behind Alice's back, you'd have sworn she was after him.
Mick hasn't got it in him to steal his brother's girl.
Maybe not, but it's a good job she's marrying Alice. Otherwise, you might have some serious competition for Mick.
Do you really believe she's Mick's type? I'm Mick's type.
Rose?
Come in.
Oh, Ray, Mars, I don't know how you can still be lying in bed, you know. You should be talking to Sinbad.
Yeah, well, we're still discussing it.
Oh, I thought you'd be up by now. What are the kids doing?
I'm no lying. There's nothing for them to rush for, is there? You should have had a lie in yourself.
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Come on, you can snuggle up between us two, can't you, Maps?
You two want a drink?
Soon have a cuddle.
2 coffees, eh?
See, marital harmony. I know we've had our differences. There's still something there, I can tell.
Yeah, don't be too sure. Sinbad seemed convinced there might be something going on between Mick and Marianne.
Mars, I think you're overreacting. Mick makes him offhand comment when he's drunk at his brother's stag night. You think he's going to carry you off in his arms.
I never said it like that.
You're just feeling a bit stressed over this wedding. Anybody else might have my doubts. This is Mick, Mr. Dependable, Mr. Play It Safe. He hasn't got it in him, especially with his brother's future wife. I know Mick.
All right.
Hiya. Morning.
Dee, can I have a word on the QT?
Look, if you're anxious about your flowers not being ready for the big day, you needn't worry. I may be new to this game, but I won't let you down.
No, it's all right. Me and Matt have decided to wait.
Wait?
Yeah, the wedding's off. I know it's a bit short notice and that, but, well, we've had a bit of a rethink and, well, you can rush things sometimes, can't you? And it's an important business marriage, so, I hope I haven't put you out with the order.
You all right?
Yeah, right as rain. I'll get off anyway. All right. See you later.
Bye now.
Ta-ra.
Marcia didn't seem concerned about her and Sinbad.
I know. She's very casual about it all.
Oh, she wants to be careful. It's not the sort of thing you can afford to be too casual about.
I'm sure it'll get sorted out soon.
Has she told you why she broke it off anyway?
I don't know. Something petty. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Marcy and Sinbad. I want to talk about us and the future.
Not again, Jose. You know we don't really get on. We can't live together happily.
Things change, Mick. People change.
I know that. But it's all about risks. And I don't think it's fair to put Leo and Gemma's happiness at stake. I mean, you're here, you're not here. You come home, you get off again. It confuses them. Little Gemma, she had nightmares for weeks the last time you did a runner.
And I don't feel good or proud about what I did. I know I let them down. Well, let's just say, coming back here makes me realise what it's all about.
I'm not asking for a decision right away. It's too important a step for that. The kids need a mum, and I want to be back here for 'em.
Ah, bathroom's free. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. We're just talking about you and your beloved.
I know, I'm stupid. I'll try and catch you on the way to the trading post.
I should think so, Barrett. I waited years for you to get itched. Right. I'll go and get washed.
So what's it all about then, Mars? You don't cancel a wedding for nothing small.
I was just angry with him. He was going on about me and Ellis having a kiss. I mean, we go back years, me and Ellis. It was nothing.
So you called the wedding off because of a bit of jealousy on Sinbad's part?
No, not just that. I trusted him and he broke the trust. Look, I can talk to him now. I've cooled down. The wedding will be back on, no problem.
What's all this about trust?
He was going on. He reckons on the stag night, you said, and I know it sounds stupid, but that you were in love with Marianne.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Mars. I was well bevied. I mean, I might have said something, but I didn't mean it like that.
That's what I told him. But worse than that, he's gone and told Marianne what you said.
I didn't. Well, look, if I said it then, I meant it like it's like loving a sister.
I know that, Mick. And anyway, Marianne hasn't got any reason to believe it, has she?
No. Look, I've got to go meet her family at the hotel later. So if I pick up any vibes that she's worried about anything, then I'll reassure her.
Okay. You paved the way for your brother's wedding. I'll find Sinbad and get ours sorted out. And we'll have a double wedding back on.
Morning. Oh, hiya. Morning. Your phone's been going on and off since I've been in.
Oh, it's probably Tricia. She's in Manchester today.
Could be Derek trying to get through. Have you heard from him?
Since last week.
You know how hard it is for him to get in touch. The phone system over there seems hopeless.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if he can get in touch, he will.
He'd rather see you than talk to you on the phone.
Well, that's not possible at the moment.
At the moment? Is he going to go out to Romania to see him?
I don't know what I'm thinking.
You've just had a sort of loss of confidence, that's all.
Didi, I know I've hurt him.
Margaret, I don't want to rub salt in the wounds, but I know he'll be very upset. I know him. He won't rest until he's seen you. I think you should consider going out to Romania to see him. You owe him that much at least.
Last window round as a single man, eh?
Haven't heard then.
Heard what?
You and Alice are going to be on your own tomorrow. Me and Martha have called our wedding off.
What?
Yeah, well, we had a bit of a falling out over there, snogging him on the stag night, and, well, I was nothing to worry about. There's nothing in it. It's just, I was a bit of a pillock and got all jealous and that, you know.
Oh, come on, that can all be sorted out. Marcia will see sense.
Yeah, well, she hasn't been anywhere near me. She spent the night at Mick's.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be there.
Well, it wasn't just about me being jealous. Well, when she heard about what I said about Mick being in love with you, well, that put the top hat on it, really.
Does Mick know you told me?
No, no. But, well, he did say it, Marianne, and I'm sure he still means it.
I've pushed all that to the back of my mind.
Have you? And what do you really feel about Mick?
I met Mick before Ellis, and yes, I liked him. Maybe even fancied him. Then Ellis came along and swept me off my feet. Look, I'm marrying Ellis, Sinbad. That's the top and bottom of it. I can't back out now. I've got to go and check on the flowers. I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Okay.
see ya.
Hey, Sinbad, did your missus the bee turning in for work today, or what?
Ron, me and Marcy won't be getting married. Bit of a hiccup. Maybe it's for the best, but don't really want to discuss it, you know.
What, you mean it's off? How about the other wedding? Is that still on?
Yeah?
Well, sorry, mate. If there's anything I can do, like...
Thanks.
Oh, here comes the blushing bride-to-be. Oh, love's young dream, eh? Things to talk about, eh? Marriage is a wonderful constitution if you get the right partner.
I've come to apologise. Didn't mean what I said.
could have fooled me.
I was angry. I let my tongue get the better of me.
Yeah, well, I'm angry, but I'm not going to let my tongue get the better of me. You were right to call it off. We've rushed into it.
I shouldn't have let things come between us.
We were both daft. It's Alice and Marianne's day, not ours. I mean, if either one of us can call it off 2 days before getting itched, then there's something wrong and we've got to sort it out. Now I'm going to stick with what you said. The wedding's off.
Petrol station manager required for recently opened outlet in Manor Park. Experience would be advantageous, but training given. Might apply myself if business doesn't pick up.
Don't worry, it will. As soon as word gets about there's a good florist, we'll be rushed off our feet.
Hope so.
Hello.
Hiya, Julia.
I've just come for a nice potted plant for Marsha and Sinbad. Little wedding gift.
Well, haven't you heard? They've called it off.
Oh, go where? Saw them before. Talking goes right as rain.
Well, he's been in here and cancelled the flowers.
Oh, spare me.
Keep your money in your pocket, Julia.
You don't think there's another person involved, do you?
I don't think so.
Must be a row about money then. A crying shame. Wonder what's gone wrong. Anyhow, are you settling into the area?
It was supposed to be a short stay, but we're having a bit of a problem finding somewhere to live.
Hey, the Harrison's house is up for sale, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a nice house, 3 bedrooms, and I believe they've got a lovely conservatory.
I wouldn't bother. The place is jinxed. That house has had a shoplifter living there, John Harrison. His wife was the deputy headmistress. You'd think you'd know better, wouldn't you? And his son raped my granddaughter-in-law.
Raped her?
He was found not guilty.
That's so-called justice.
And before the Harrisons, there was poor Terry Sullivan, whose wife and son got murdered on the parade.
Good Lord. Oh, aye. And even before that, there was some posh solicitor who lived there. And his poor wife, God bless her, fell down the stairs, died in hospital. Tragic.
I didn't know that.
Oh, aye. I could tell you all sorts of stories about those houses and their inhabitants and the people who live in them.
Really?
Oh, aye. Hey, maybe one night you could come to the British Legion and have a game of bingo, and I could tell you some stories that would make your hair curl. Oh, by the way, has anyone seen the new couple that have moved into our Rod and Diana's? Frank Rogers said they seem a bit strange.
Well, I've seen them going indoors, but I don't think anyone's met them yet.
You'd wonder what they had to hide, wouldn't you? Still, I might have to go over there and pick up some mail for our Rod and Diana. Right. Ta-ra, then.
Bye, Julia.
Oh, I know.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Max.
Hi.
Did this advert for our petrol station?
Yes. If we get somebody more permanent, reduce the chances of vandalism.
Looks like we're seeing another new face around here then.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Margaret. You've been on the phone. I've been trying to get through for ages.
I know, wait. Hello? Hello? I'm sure it's Derek. He keeps getting cut off. God, it's so frustrating. He can't get through.
Well, look, I just wanted Patricia. Is she in?
No, she's out all day. Hello? Hello, Derek? Oh, God, I thought you'd never get through. Oh, Derek, I'm sorry. I know I had to go off. I just panicked. Hello? Derek? Cut off.
Are you all right?
Says I could still go out there if I want.
And are you going to?
I don't know.
Well, look, I think it would be better if you did see each other face to face, because while he's stuck out there, you're not going to get anything sorted out properly, are you?
I suppose not.
Well, think about it. Before Patricia gets onto you about it affecting your work.
Thanks, love. Hey, Sin. You won't be upsetting me staff again, will you? She's been crying her eyes out.
Ron?
It's not too late to go through with it, you know.
No, it wouldn't be right, Mass. Besides, I've told everyone it's off now. I feel like Divvy Yo now, tell them it's on again.
I've really screwed things up, haven't I?
No, you haven't. We just got swept along with everything. No. We'll get married when we don't feel too rushed. Have a nice quiet do, just me and you, dead romantic. I'll make it up to you.
You still sure about that?
Of course I am. Tomorrow's Alice and Marianne's day.
Yeah, and if she'd have believed what you said about Mick, there mightn't have even been a wedding tomorrow.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was the booze talking. Anyway, if Mick did mean it, he'd have done something about it by now, wouldn't he?
Mr. Dwight?
Ellis's brother, Mick, right?
Yeah. How did you know?
Easy. Marianne told me to look out for a tall, strapping, handsome man.
And have you found yourself one yet?
It's nice. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Mick. Would you like a drink?
Cheers.
Hello, love. My name's Julia Brogan. I used to live here. I'm just calling to see if there's any mail for us.
Oh, right, yes, there is some somewhere. Beth, see where I put those letters?
Got it lovely, haven't you? Hello, love. I'm Julia Brogan. I used to live here, just through there. I had my own little granny flat. Is your dad out at work?
Here we are.
Thanks, love. I must say your taste is lovely. This is the sort of look I wanted our Rod and Diana to have.
Right, well, thanks for calling.
Just the two of you here, then?
No, my youngest is at school. Look, I'm a little busy, so if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry. Don't get me talking. I talk all day over a cup of tea. Oh, well, I suppose Beck get going. Can't stand here all day gossiping. Oh, listen, love. Our Tracy runs the hairdressing salon round the corner. So if you want to pop in, I'll be working there as well.
Thanks, I'll drop any more letters there, then.
Oh, I don't mind walking over here for them.
I'll pop them into you. Bye.
Bye, love. Oh, what did you say your name was?
Mandy Jordache.
Oh, you married to a foreigner. So are the Shackletons relatives of yours, then?
Sort of.
Oh, right. Better get going. See you, love.
Bye.
What was she like?
It started. I knew it would.
It's all right. She was harmless.
We should have got the Shackletons to get us somewhere crowded where we'd be more anonymous.
Mum, we're going to have to face people at some stage.
I mean, I wanted to face them when we were ready, not have them walking into the house and asking questions.
We'll be fine here, you'll see. Just you, me, and our Rachel. Starting again.
I believe you first met Marianne and then introduced her to your brother.
Well, sort of. Ellis met her at ours, and then the rest, as they say, is history.
Well, she thinks a lot of you, Mick. Says you have a good head on your shoulders. Which is reassuring for Winnie and me to know that Marianne's going to have a good family up here. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're for Marianne from Ellis. Could you pass them on to her, please?
It'd help if you take them up. She's in her room upstairs.
What's she staying here?
We thought it'd be easier to go from here. A coach load of the family is coming up from London soon, so if you can take them up, I am the welcoming party.
Well, there.
Oh, I'd be a big help, Mick. I've been giving my instructions off Winnie to stay here and meet the rest of the clan. And if I don't, I'll be in bad trouble.
Right,
Oh, relax. Finish your drink.
Oh, come on, Dee. How much longer are you going to be? I've got the big charity to do tonight at the Legion and I wanted an early tea.
That will be a while, yes. What are we doing?
Right, so.
Well, what about my shares? Is that ready?
Which shirt?
The one I'm wearing tonight, the peachy one.
No, I'm sorry, I've been busy here.
Yeah, in here doing your flower arranging hobby stuff.
It's my job, not my hobby, and it happens to be very important to me.
Yeah, more important than my shares or your husband by the sound of things. You should have thought all this through, you know. You sure you haven't taken too much on with this lot? It's not me, like. It's just the kids, you know. They need you.
Flowers to Mr. White.
Oh, yeah? I thought it was my mum. Come in.
Thanks. Nice room.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are from Alice.
Oh. Lovely.
So, big day tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dress looks lovely.
Thanks.
I suppose you know about Simba and Master.
Maybe they felt rushed. It was my idea they got married with me and Ellis.
Yeah, must have got swept along with the emotion of it all, eh?
Sinbad seems to be taking it quite well.
You've seen him?
Yeah, I saw him on my way to the florist this morning.
So you know the full story then?
Yeah. Would you like a drink?
No, thanks. I've just had a beer with your old fella. Nice man. You all right?
I'm fine.
Pre-wedding nerves.
I wish everyone would stop telling me that.
Oh, Ellis is the same, you know.
Is he? Does he really feel like I do?
You're the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Sinbad tell you all the reasons for his wedding being cancelled?
Yeah. In less than 24 hours, you're going to be my brother's wife.
Do you think I've rushed things with Alice? I just feel as though I know you better. I know it's nearly 0 hour, but is this right for me?
Excuse me, Mick. The family's here. I'd like you to meet them.
Sure.
You better come too loud. Your grand's here.
Yeah, I'll be down soon, Dad.
See you tomorrow.
Last verse is a free man, eh?
So I'm trying to look glum.
Never mind, the honeymoon suit put a smile on your face.
Couldn't you have picked a colder day to get married?
Ah, we've got our love to keep us warm.
Oh, isn't he romantic? Dad, can I take this sticky bow off?
After the wedding, son, stop pulling it.
It's too tight.
Come here, Daddy, your mum fix you.
There's not many people here yet.
It's still early, yeah?
What have you been saying to Marianne?
The truth, mate.
You told my brother's fiancée that I said I was enough with her.
Did she tell you that?
Oh, Marcy did. But I had to take some flowers to Marianne from Ellis last night at the hotel.
You felt what?
Look, in a couple of hours, she's going to be my sister-in-law.
And is that what you really want?
Oh, come on, Simba.
All right, Mick, how bevied were you on the stag night when you told me that you loved Marianne?
It's well bevied.
Oh, so it was just the booze talking? Or was it the ale letting you say what you really felt?
That's my brother there.
And do you really think from deep down in there that she should be marrying him?
They're here? They're here? Yeah!
I better go and do my best man duties and greet the guests.
Ah, come on in. All right, Frank.
Hello, mate.
Would you believe that Madam is still upstairs titivating herself?
Oh, it'll be worth it, Ron.
Lynn, she's only putting a frock on, you know, not getting a facelift.
Hey, I won't tell her, but I'll see she gets to know.
Very good. Dee, come on, love. Frank and Lynn are here.
Won't be a minute.
Should be a good day, eh, Ron?
Yeah, if we ever get there. Aye, the cab's here. Come on, love, the taxi's here.
Just getting my hat.
I'll go and tell Nelly, ready on.
Cheers, Frank.
Sorry.
Ah, at last.
Oh, Ron, I forgot my hat pin.
I'll get it. You stay here.
You're so short-tempered. Why? I think it's called being married, isn't it?
Oh, go on. You wouldn't want to be married for what? Over 20 years? Your marriage seems made in heaven compared to what mine was like. It's probably just a bad patch.
Here you go, one hat pin. Will you tell him we're coming now, Lynn?
Thank you.
And come on, love. You'll have them married, had 3 kids and divorced by the time we get there. Wish you'd have been late for my flaming wedding.
Did you ask Mick about moving back in here?
Yeah. He's a bit worried about the kids, whether it disrupts him.
But all over, anyone can see that.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's obvious. And like you said, you feel different about them now.
I suppose spending so much time away from him makes me feel more sort of motherly. There's only been more growing up.
And the longer you're in that house with Mick and the kids, the easier it'll be to get back in.
I know. I want to be in there fighting. I think he's weakening. So a bit more persuasion, I'll have him back.
Jules, you got any tissues? I think Gemma's got a bit of a runny nose.
Yeah, sure. It's all right, I'll do it.
Okay.
Go on, Mum. She suits the part, doesn't she?
Oh, which part?
Mum to those kids. That's what they miss.
Yeah, can't see Mick having a backbone.
Why? What have you said to him?
Nothing.
What did he want to speak to you about before?
Oh, he was talking about tying something to the wedding car.
Well, why don't you think he'll take her back?
Because I can't see him letting her just walk straight back in.
Well, she's almost there now. I reckon they'll be all right together.
Yeah, and what about us, eh, Mars?
Oh, like the saying goes, marry in haste, repent at leisure.
Mind you, I did feel a bit cheated this morning when I got up and started getting ready for someone else's wedding instead of my own.
Look, when the time's right, we'll know. And then we'll have the best wedding we can afford.
Yeah. Just hope I'm not as nervous as Ellis.
Oh, go away. He's dead happy, really. Still feel a bit shocked witnessing his wedding. Of all the people I'm suited to marriage, I'd have put him top of the list. Still, just shows you how wrong you can be.
Oh, aye.
Come on, you two get a photo taken.
Sharp, don't you?
Yeah?
All right, Jules. Listen, get this photo done and take them to the wall. Go and see an arcade.
No problem, Mick. I want this to be the start of a new us. I've come to a dead end, all my running around. I know this is where I belong. So, Matt, soon can we just the 4 of us?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
All right? Right, you looking at the camera now?
Yeah?
Smile!
Hey, relax, eh, bro? Hiya. You like this before your wedding? You were my best man, remember?
Yeah.
If you didn't look nervous. It won't give you and the rest of the boys the satisfaction of seeing me flapping. Get out. Mr. Ice Cool, huh? You know me, bro. Looking at your watch, will you? Got ages yet. Why'd you get me here so early? Hey, you filmed the camera, man. Oh. Look at this, too.
Excuse me, son. Is there a wedding on here today?
Hey, up. No, I've got my clean drawers on.
Oh.
You two should be doing a double act down the Legion.
Hey, there's no room for anyone else when I'm up on that stage, pal.
Oh, I don't think the Legion's quite ready for the sight of Frank in a leotard yet. Mincing up and down the stage between the bingo and the raffle.
Hey, you got a good pair of legs. I mean, me, you know. Used to play a lot of tough football. Singari League.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, right.
Alice, just want to wish you all the best, mate, and I'll stick all that other business behind us, you know.
Thanks very much. I'm going to need all the luck I can get today, if she turns out.
Prerogative to be late.
Never late asking for the housekeeping, don't we, mate? All the best.
Thanks very much.
Hey, Alice, I don't know what kind of deal you'll get with Marianne, but when I married Dee Dee, they said I get 4 acres and a cow. Never did get those 4 acres.
Listen, I'm off back to the church. You got to warm up.
Yeah.
See you a bit later. I'll hang on for some more guest book.
Right. See you in there, Mick.
All right, save us a seat, eh? Hi, Dee.
Hello,
Lovely.
Rick, thank you.
All right, Lynn.
What's all that stuff with you, Nelson? I'll put it behind you.
Ah, it was just a bit of a problem we had with that George Webb fella. Remember, he used to run the petrol station.
Yeah.
Do you know they're advertising for a new manager for that place?
Oh, I saw that advertised in the Echo. I didn't realise it was the petrol station near your shop.
Yeah, I asked Max.
A job like that'd suit me.
You've already got a job.
Yeah, it's something different though, wouldn't it? Suppose it would. Maybe I've been a doctor's receptionist for too long.
You're not serious, are you?
Why shouldn't she be?
Oh, a woman running a petrol station.
Why not?
Well, it's not really a job for a woman, is it, Lynn? Dealing with diesel and gauges and all that.
You see, Lynn, it's not like running a knitting shop, you know, love. I mean, you might have to get on top of a petrol tanker. Check you're getting the right amount of juice.
I'm sure she can count and deduct one quantity from another.
Yeah, but it's not like the old days, though, Dave, where you just had petrol and diesel. I mean, nowadays you've got diesel, which is the stuff us truckers use. You've got 4-star, unleaded, super unleaded.
Oh, so there's 4 different types to remember. Oh, I'd have to keep that written on a piece of paper.
Now, hang on, I think Frank's making this sound a bit too easy, you know? I mean, there's like antifreeze, oil.
Or lubricants, as we say.
Yeah, that's what I meant, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but all that kind of stuff you sell in petrol stations, they sell in those big DIY places, and most of the workers are women.
Yeah, but there's generally a man hanging around for technical information, isn't there?
What technical information?
Come on. You're only A5. Got a full load on your truck going towards us. You just clear the Chestnut. Good bit of road, that run.
Correct, yeah.
Anyway, your quid's in. Sunshine, got your radio on. All of a sudden, you start losing power. You know,
Frank, I'm not applying for a chief mechanic at a garage. The job is about running a shop, which happens to sell petrol, not wool. God, I can't see what all the fuss is about.
Lynn, there's no fuss, love. It's just probably not the best job for a woman, that's all.
I think he's got a point there, love. I mean, I've been the length and breadth of this country. I've never seen a woman manage a petrol station yet.
Doesn't mean there aren't any. And it certainly won't be for the lack of trying on my part. I was only toying with the idea of applying. I'm definitely going to now. Good for you.
Aye, aye. No, sit down, eh?
Yeah, are we on the left to the right now?
I think it's all right, but check with you, shall I?
Right.
Come on, let's go give Marianne some support. She'll need some Ellis turns out like these two.
See you, Tom.
Yeah. Listen, Mick, I'm sorry about saying all that about Marianne before, you know. It doesn't seem like I'm staring at you.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with an info like that.
Well, you do what you think is right.
How are you doing this? Is this some way of getting back at Aunt Alice?
Oh, come on, Mick, I wouldn't do that. I just want to see you and the kids happy. I was brought up only wanting happy parents around me. I know what it's like for Leo and Gemma not having things as good as they could be. Look, you might get back with Josie and it might suit the kids, but you've got to make sure that it suits you, otherwise the kids will see right through it.
And if I did anything about Marianne, I stand a good chance of making a complete fool of myself and ruining the best day of my brother's life. If I knew how she felt about me, then things could be different. But they're not. And I'm not going to risk screwing up other people's lives.
All right, but I know she does feel something for you. You both do, but you haven't been straight with each other. Still, not too late till she says I do.
Do you reckon she's going to be late?
No.
You meant to say that like you mean it. You sure this is right for you, Ellis?
Well, if it isn't, there's not much I can do about it now.
No second thoughts.
No. You know, I thought there would be. You hear about blokes chickening out at the last minute, but I couldn't do that. Things have gone too far.
Gone too far?
Well, look. All the people here. Marianne's family come up from London. Imagine the chaos if I backed out now.
I'd explain it all to them.
I don't want you to say anything apart from wishing us luck at the wedding breakfast in your capacity as the best man. You don't think she's not going to turn up, do you?
No.
You don't think she's chickened out, do you? What was she like yesterday when you took her the flowers?
She was fine.
I don't know what I'd do if she stood me up.
Late or not, she'll be here. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, it sounds stupid, but I'm glad everything's gone so far that when she does turn up, no one or nothing can stop us getting married.
Tell you what, you're looking well, Tracy.
Thanks. I'm supposed to be going to Alice and Marianne's wedding. Taxi says it'd only be 10 minutes.
How long have you been waiting?
That was 20 minutes ago. I'm going to be late if he doesn't hurry up.
I'll tell you what, do you want me to give you a lift down? I mean, it's just all right, isn't it?
Yeah, you look fine.
Oh, come on, then.
I told you, she's going to be late.
Oh, she'll be here. There's probably some heavy traffic.
What did the vicar want?
Just checking I have the rings and the fee for the organist.
Oh, come on, where is she?
She'll be here. Stop flapping, will ya? Just go and walk at the back of the church.
Feeling any better?
Yeah, a little bit, thanks. Do you mind if we wait here till the bride arrives?
Not at all. As soon as she gets here, we'll grab a seat to the back in case you want to get out again. Thought Ron was a bit narky there before, didn't you?
Yeah, you didn't need to go on at Dee Dee that much. She was a bit upset about it.
Happens, though. I've got me and Chrissy, you and your fella.
Still, I suppose if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't be here together now.
I know. But what's going to keep us together?
We'll stay friends and keep making each other laugh.
That's right, yeah. I'd have to say that just before me and Chrissy started to go wrong, you stopped laughing.
Maybe that's all Ron and Dee Dee need. Reminders of what it's like to laugh together before they get to the stages we got to with our ex-marriages.
Yeah.
Isn't she supposed to be here now, Dad?
She will be, son.
If she doesn't come, can I take me dicky bow off?
Hey, hold your horses, will ya?
You come back to live with us, Mum?
I'd like to, love, but me and Daddy got a few things to sort out.
Yes, can she, Dad?
We'll see.
So didn't you get an invitation to the wedding?
No. Well, been me owning the place where they all sorts of live and work. So I don't feel like one of the lads anymore. Besides that, didn't have anyone to go with, did I?
Why was your fancy, stylish girlfriend gone?
She hasn't bothered to phone.
Don't tell me you're worried about a girl not phoning you.
I'm not worried, no. It's just kind of later, that's all.
Oh my God, can I have that in writing? Well, you must admit this is a big step, you admitting all this.
What do you mean, all this? I only said I liked it, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, she seems to be having some effect on you.
Look, Chase, all I want to do is, like, I want to mellow out. I mean, after all the trouble with Fran going off with Stephen and that.
Well, where would you really fit a kid into your new lifestyle?
Would it make time, wouldn't I? I mean, I know it sounds corny and that, but I would have loved to have seen Stephen grow up. I would love to have got him nice clothes and nice holidays, things that I never had. I would like him to have a good education as well. And I would have paid for it, and I've got the money to pay for it.
Yeah, well, I think you better think again, Barry, because all the money in the world isn't going to buy you this happiness that you keep chasing.
She's very late.
Alice will be flapping.
I hope she hasn't had second thoughts. Well, she showed none on the hen night.
Oh, she'll be here. Want to go in?
Oh, just a few more minutes. If it's all right with you.
Yeah, sure. Seems funny, doesn't it? Ron and Dee struggling. You and me doing okay?
Okay. I'd say pretty wonderful myself.
Yeah, but it's like last week, isn't it? Every time we see each other, we have to go back to your house, me to mine. I mean, is there any advance on us getting together with the kids? I was thinking perhaps we could all go on a little holiday together, see how we all get on.
Well, don't you think that's a bit false?
Seems all right to me.
Well, yeah, it's a lovely idea, but, well, it won't show any of us how we really get on.
So you don't want us to go on holiday together, then?
Yeah. Well, I suppose what we really need is to find out what it's like living in the same house.
We'll see if we're compatible, like, before making any big decisions.
Yeah, it's a big step. I mean, how would your kids feel about getting uprooted?
Well, I'll talk to them about it. Tell you what, how about us moving into your place for, say, a holiday week?
Make it 2, more real.
Suits me. Let's just hope it suits me mum, though.
Aye, here she comes, the blushing bride.
Josie, take the kids to meet them in the porch. I'll go and wind out of this town.
Yeah, sure. Come on, you two.
Here, bro. Thank you, God. Have you got the rings? Yeah. Right.
Still say it's a mistake.
She's beautiful, Nick.
I know, bro. I know.
I suppose you think I'm a bit stupid, don't you? Getting worked up over Stephen.
No, not really. I'd be more worried if you weren't worked up. But you know, Fran's gone now and you've just got to move on.
To where? To what?
I don't know, Barry. But you know, to hear you talk, you were doing exactly what you want. Nice suits, flashy cars, nightclub.
But it doesn't mean a thing, Trace. Well, if I haven't got someone alongside me to share in my success. Someone to say, well done, Barry, or even, the car's crap, Barry, or your suit's the wrong colour. I want someone with me to criticise me and what to do with my life. Not just because they want to wind me up. I'm not getting there, Trace.
And while you're the way you are, well, you're never going to get that near with anyone.
Well, I'm like what?
You just have to be a tough guy, you know, big gangster. Well, that stops you letting anyone in.
Because I don't know what they want, Trace.
Oh, see what you like. You're so defensive. You know, people might want to get close to you because they find you attractive, or because they just simply like you. It doesn't mean there's any deep motives behind what they want from you.
Is that what you want? I mean, do you want to get closer?
Everything's just black and white to you, isn't it? You know, you were just telling me about how much you miss Karen. Then you were saying, like, if things had been different, you could have brought up Stephen with Fran. And then you just turn it on to me and how I feel about you.
Could have been me and you, though, couldn't it, Trace? I mean, we could have had the baby. I mean, we still could.
Are you actually looking for a partner, or just someone to give you a child? We're best at arm's length, Barry. That way we stay friends, because that's probably all we'll ever be.
This is the way of life, created and hallowed by God, that Ellis and Marianne are now to begin. They will each give their consent to the other. They will join hands and exchange solemn vows, and in token of this they will give and receive a ring. Therefore, on this their wedding day, we pray with them that, strengthened and guided by God, they may fulfill his purpose for the whole of their earthly life together. But first, I am required to ask anyone present who knows of any reason why these persons may not lawfully marry to declare it now. The vows you are about to take are to be made in the name of God.
Tracy. Listen, do you mind if I come in with you?
Yeah, come on, hurry up. You might picture a gubby.
Ellis Peter Johnson, do you take Marianne Elana Dwyer to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
Well.
Marianne Ilana Dwyer, will you take Ellis Peter Johnson to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? I will. Marianne?
No. No. For God's sake, Mick, say something, will you?
Hurry up.
What'd she say? She wouldn't see me.
What do you mean she wouldn't see you?
What the hell do you think it means? I went to the hotel and Marianne's dad apologized for her behavior and then he wouldn't let me anywhere near her. I mean, for God's sake, what does he think I'm going to do? Does he think I'm going to hurt her? I just need an explanation. I deserve that much, don't I?
Of course you do.
Must have just panicked. Marianne's not the panicking kind. I'm the impulsive one. How the hell could she do this, Mick? I felt like such a dickhead. Walking back down the aisle, everyone looking at me. And then patting me on the back like I just lost some football match. This is my life getting screwed up.
Why didn't you get married, Mum?
Come on, you two. Go and play in your room.
This was supposed to be the first day of our wedding. Maybe when she's got her mind clear, you can both sit down and talk it all out. I just want to be back with her, Mick.
How's he? Brilliant. He wants to do it all again.
I've got to work out what to do next. You know, I feel...
Well, if you want my opinion, you should just dump her. She doesn't deserve you.
Yeah, she's right. You don't do that to someone you're supposed to love.
If she didn't want to marry you, she should have told you before the wedding, rather than make a fool of you.
She just panicked, that's all. There'd be a simple explanation.
You're kidding yourself.
No, I'm not. She's a logical person. She probably got to the altar and thought that... I don't know what she thought. I don't know what she meant when she said that to you either, Mick.
Hey?
You know, when she asked you to do something.
Well, I'm the best man, aren't I? Yeah. She probably meant for me to, you know, take control of everything.
It's not right what she did, Ellis. She's made you look stupid.
I don't care about that. I don't care about anything. I just want her back.
My heart went out to Ellis, though, you know, Ron. I mean, it's nerve-wracking getting itched anyway, but being jilted too.
Yeah, because it goes through your mind, like, doesn't it? Standing there with your back to the door, waiting for that organ music to start.
Why do you think she done it?
Might have been something dodgy going on.
Not like what?
Little pigs have big ears.
Oh, yeah. Get a tin of beans, will you, love?
Wait, as I am old enough.
Beans.
What I mean by dodgy is, doesn't it strike you as being just a little bit funny that that's the second wedding cancelled within the space of 48 hours? I mean, first of all, Sinbad and Marcia, then Ellis and Marianne. And the thing is, they all know each other very well, don't they? Could be something like, could be not.
I don't understand.
Do you mean like wife swapping, Mr. Dixon?
Do you mind? We weren't talking to you.
16, Dad. Hello.
All right, Trish. Very nice having my business patronised by the Farnhams.
Haven't you got stuff to get?
Yeah, a tin of beans.
Something to think about, though, innit?
It's usually in the bride's mind, I think, Ron. I mean, I can't see all the swap partners having anything to do with it.
Just a theory, Frank.
What are all the serious faces about, then?
Haven't you heard?
What?
About the weddings?
No?
Oh, well, first of all, Sinbad and Marcia are calling it all off the day before the wedding.
You're kidding.
He's not. And then yesterday, we all piled down to the church to watch Ellis and Marianne getting married. Poor lad jilted at the altar.
Oh, no, that's terrible. Why? What happened?
My dad and Mr. Dixon think it might be wife swapping.
What?
Will you stop butting in?
Wife swapping?
Well, that was just a joke, that.
Well, there must be a few embarrassed and upset people wandering around today, then.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, it was dead sad because Marianne went down the aisle shouting at everyone and just left Alice standing there.
Katie, will you go home and do your own work or something?
I was saying what I heard.
Hi. All right, Dee. Just telling Pat here about the turnout of the wedding yesterday.
Well, I better get going.
Oh, how's Margaret?
Quiet.
Didn't think she looked so great when I saw her. I think I upset her when I was talking about Derek.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the mere mention of his name seems to provoke floods of tears.
I still think she'd be better going off to Romania to see him. I mean, she can't be much good to you if you can't concentrate on her work.
Well, her work hasn't suffered so far, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Bye.
Go on, Alice.
Listen, bro, when you come over to work, make yourself busy, take your mind off things.
No, I think I'll get back to the flat.
Well, don't go back there on your own. You need people around you.
Well, I just need a bit of time and space. Work out what to do next.
No, don't be on your own. Look, if you get lonely, you come back here. I'll find you a spare bit of floor. See you later.
Don't let her pull you down. Go straight out there and find someone else.
And Marianne was the only one for me. Both of you know that. All those years I spent messing around and enjoying it, then she comes along and takes the bounce out of my step. Even you know she was the right one, eh, Sin? Oh, I'm gonna go.
Ellis.
I'm going, I said. I just want to be alone.
go and have a word with the kids. Don't want them getting any more upset.
Opening your big mouth has really screwed up that man's life.
No, I don't think so. It's better to have one person upset than two people who know they love each other but can't do anything about it.
And what evidence have you got of that, eh? Some stupid conversation of Mick's when he'd had a belly full of ale.
No, what happened in the church yesterday proved me right. Marianne couldn't marry Ellis because she must want Mick. It's obvious.
You just enjoyed staring it, didn't you?
I didn't, Mass. I just did what I thought was right.
Well, I hope you're bloody proud of yourself. He's devastated there.
And have you heard what he's saying? She didn't marry Ellis because it's obvious she wants your Mick.
So that's a little game, is it? Well, she got another thing coming.
I didn't mean for things to turn out the way they did, Jose.
I know. Could I have a word, Mass? Could you do us a favour, Sinbad? You need to pop out in a message. Could you mind the kids for us?
Yeah, all right. How long will it be?
We'll be as quick as we can.
We need to do some talking.
Okay, so hopefully next Tuesday about 1:30. All right, then. I'll pencil that in. Bye-bye.
Was that Phillips guy again?
Dennis Phillips. Could be important to us.
I don't like him. Sounds dead smarmy on the phone.
Well, he's going to be here next Wednesday, so you'd better be wearing your best smile.
Do you count on me? Are you looking for a new house?
Oh, still hunting for something for Mum and Dad.
Oh, yeah. How are things in your overcrowded house?
Getting more overcrowded. Mum and Dad had some of their stuff brought over from Spain the other day. So, no doubt Dad'll be setting up Radio Manor Park soon.
He'll be what?
He's a ham radio fanatic. He's got this radio system he uses as a hobby. He can reach virtually anywhere in the world with it.
Anywhere? You don't think he could get hold of Derek for me, do you? Anything would be easier than these phones.
At least you want to talk to him now.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sick of it. Some days I'm annoyed at myself for making him go on his own, and other days I think, well, if he loves me, he should come back to me.
I think that's a bit unreasonable, don't you? Why don't you seriously think of going out there to see him?
Oh, Max was telling me that the other day, and I've got Dee Dee on my back about it.
Oh, she's got a point.
I'll survive.
Well, maybe you will, but I'm not sure my new little business will do so well unless you get yourself sorted out. The Phillips account and the PSS account. You've got various bits of information mixed up.
I'm sorry.
They're not the only ones. I can't really afford the time to keep checking up on you, not with Karen away.
I'm sorry, I'll sort it out.
I know it's Derek that's distracting you.
I know, but don't tell me to go and see him again. Even if I wanted to go, I couldn't afford it.
Well, look, at the moment you're only working half as well as you could do. Why don't I lend you the money for the ticket and take it out of your wages over a few months?
No, I couldn't. Thanks, but no.
You'll never feel settled till you've seen him.
I'm not really sure I could face him.
Well, put it this way. I can afford to lend you the money to go to Romania, but I can't afford to carry any passengers, not in this small firm. You're a good friend, Margaret, but I've got a business to run.
All right. All right, I'll go and see him as soon as I can, okay?
Hi, love.
Hiya.
Homework, eh?
Yeah. You all right, Dad?
Yeah, sound, yeah. I was talking to Lynn. You know the way you do. And we were talking, and I'm not stopping you, my love.
No?
Yeah. Well, what we reckoned was seeing that our relationship, mine and Lynn's, that is, was growing. We thought it'd be a good idea for us to seriously think about.
Is she moving in, Dad?
No. Well, sort of. Her and the children, but, look, love.
Oh, it's all right. I know you and my mum will never get together again. And like our Sammy says, you need someone of your own age.
See, love, it's only a trial run, you know, just for a couple of weeks.
One of Lynn's kids agreed.
I don't know. I haven't asked her. Well, I'll ask her when I see her. Now, look, if you really object, you know, I'll call it all off.
Oh, thanks, Dad. But, well, I don't mind. Just providing that I don't get used as a babysitter for Gavin and Alison.
No, love, that won't happen. I promise you. This is your home. And you're the boss, remember?
Am I?
Not half.
I know it's around here somewhere.
Wherever she is, she can keep her dirty hands off Mick.
Do you know, I knew that was her game.
There she is. Hello. Any chance for a little word? What about?
You've got a nerve messing Ellis around.
I wasn't messing anyone around.
Well, that's what it looks like from where we're standing.
Or maybe you're standing in the wrong place.
Do you think it's funny, do you? Ellis hasn't got a smile left in him.
Don't you think I know that? Don't you think...
Maybe that's your problem. Maybe you just didn't think. You've led him up the garden path.
Do you really believe I'd get a man to the altar and bring my family up here for some silly bit of deception?
Well, what was your little game, then?
I'm not playing any game.
Well, what was all that about at the altar, asking Mick to do something?
I was under a lot of pressure.
Why? Did you think one of your men was slipping away? One man not good enough for you? Or did you have to have both brothers?
So come on then, Miss High and Mighty. Tell us what's going on between you and my husband.
Nothing.
I asked you a question. Tell us what's going on between you and my husband.
Your husband. I did the decent thing because I could never be the right wife for Ellis. But you're a joke. You never behaved like a wife. It isn't in you. You've no real respect for Mick, picking him up and dropping him as you please.
How dare you? How bloody dare you? You don't know anything about Mick.
I know enough about him to know that you've messed up his life so much he's afraid to get involved in any relationship.
Hey, why don't you just crawl back to London and leave us to live our lives?
I'm not interested in your lives.
You're interested in Mick, though, aren't you? Well, you've got a surprise coming, because I'll be back in his life very soon.
Back until you've screwed him up again? Back until you get bored and go running off and leave your kids crying in the night again?
Bitch! You leave my kids out of this.
Like you leave them out of your life.
I know what you want. You want my kids, don't you? Well, you won't get them. I'd sooner die than let you get your hands on my kids. She's not having my kids.
Okay.
Hello, Dee. Just thought we'd pop over. Bit of a chinwag, a few ales, and a game of this.
Oh, right. Well, come in. Are you sure, Dee? We don't want to intrude.
I hope we're not intruding, you know.
No, come on in.
He should have said he was kipping.
Oh, it's all right.
What?
Wakey, wakey. You've got company.
Oh, right.
Frank and Lynn have come to see us.
Sorry, I must have dozed off. Something happened?
No, don't we just thought we'd pop over. Make a night of it, you know. Yeah, Dee, that'll need cooling down.
Oh, right. Well, sit down. Hang your coat up, Lynn.
Few ales and a game of triv, eh, Ron?
Yeah, great.
All right, Gemma.
Okay.
Your turn.
I know. Gotta get a 6. Gotta get a 6. Gotta get a 3.
Uh-huh.
2, 3. Go on, then.
Hiya. Sorry we're late.
Oh, that's all right.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, love.
Did you get your message done?
Yeah, but it's all right. You can go now. Me and Josie will sort the kids.
Oh, that's all right. Just as soon as I thrash Leo.
No chance.
Yeah, I tell you.
You'll go, Ron.
Oh, right. 4. 2, 3, 4.
Sport. Right. Here we go. Which Liverpool player wore the number 8 shirt the longest?
Number 8. Souness. No. Roger Hunt.
He was number 10.
Well, I don't know then.
Sammy Lee, down past his knees.
Oh, you swine.
Was that a joke?
Yeah, it was a cracker, wasn't it? Another one, Ron.
No, I'm all right for a minute, Frank.
Go on, Lynn, you'll go. Have you got a dishwasher, Lynn? Oh, yeah. Wouldn't be without it. Why, are you thinking of getting one? Thinking of it.
A dishwasher? What for?
Ironing your shirts.
I don't need a dishwasher.
I was just thinking, but with me working more hours at the florist, it might save a bit of time.
Well, you know what I think about that, don't you?
You're going.
Is it true that you need loads more crockery?
I don't know why you're bothering. We don't need one. These are all you need to do dishes with.
Be good if you learned how to use them, then.
Anyway, we can't afford a dishwasher.
I just thought it'd save a bit of time.
Oh, we'll get the kids to do them.
Kids are never here. Tony's out most nights. Jack seems to be working all the time, and Mike's always around with his mates.
Which means that you won't have so many dishes to do then, which is another reason why we don't need one. Am I right, Frank?
Well, I always reckon with this sort of thing, well, it mightn't even fit in your kitchen.
Oh, they're not that big. Come on, let's go and see where I can fit one in.
She's wasted her time. Whose side do you want, Frank?
Ron, I'm not on anyone's side. Me and Lynn, we just want you to... Well, you know, we've been there, mate. You're not like me and Chrissy. You've got a good marriage here. And if doing things like this can help... I mean, I'm not saying you need help, but... Shall I take Lynn's go?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The winner.
Oh, is that it then?
No, it's only 1-0.
Oh, we'll just finish it, will ya?
All right, it won't be long.
Give me a card, will you, Mouse? Please. Can I have a taxi, please? 6 Brookside Close, Manor Park. Lime Street Station. 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, thanks.
Where are you going? What's going on?
Sorry, son.
You can't do it, Jose.
Leo, come here, love. That bitch might think she can get her hands on my husband, but she's not having my kids.
Leo, you stay where you are, mate.
This has got nothing to do with you.
Are you seriously going to try and take the kids away?
Simba, it's for the best.
The best for who, for God's sake?
No other woman's having my kids. Now, will you just get out the way?
Phone Mick, Maz.
Leo, get here now.
Maz, yeah, I said phone Mick.
You know what this means to me, Mass?
Come on, babe.
I can't.
No,
Come here.
leave him, Jose. Just leave him. Leo, you go phone your dad at the pizza parlour, son.
Get on,
I won't get out your way.
Let her
And you
hang
can't.
them.
I want you to do something.
Get out
Maz,
the way,
yeah.
Simba! It's
I
got
won't.
nothing to do with you.
Calm down.
Right, I'll have a question on entertainment, Frank.
All right, Ron. Promise not to make it up this time.
Suppose this is your bright idea, is it?
What?
Bringing Frank and Lynn round.
No, I thought it was yours.
What would I want to bring a couple of marriage guidance counsellors round for?
What are you talking about?
Well, that's what they're doing here, trying to make us happy.
Oh, don't be so daft.
I'm telling you, Frank as good as told me.
Do you think it's that obvious to people?
Look, our marriage is our business, all right?
My friends are noticing it must be affecting their kids.
Yeah, well, let's not make a problem out of this, eh? Just because
You just... don't even think about making any butties. If you let us use the phone, me and Lynn will treat you to a pizza. Any special orders?
No, anything will do me, Frank.
Yeah, same for me. Oh, no sausage.
On its way.
Well, maybe you and me should sit down and really clear the air.
Yeah, well, like I say, let's not make problems where they don't exist, eh?
Jose, no one goes anywhere till Mick gets here.
It's nothing to do with him.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm taking them, Mick. They should be with me.
You what? You're taking them. Taking them where?
I've got a taxi coming and they're going with me.
They're going nowhere.
I want my children. That Marianne won't get them.
What?
I know what her little plan is.
Sinbad, take the kids in the bedroom for us, will you, please?
Sinbad.
Marcia, I'm warning you, stay out of this. Now, go with Uncle Sinbad.
She's got every right. She's the mother.
The mother? She stopped being the mother the first time she left them. Or was it the second time, or maybe the third? I took it, Jose. Every bit of crap you threw at me, I took it for the sake of those kids. But not anymore. Now, they're staying here. You can fight me for custody if you want, but you won't win.
So go and get him and see who they want to bring him up.
Oh, you really want that, do you? You want to be told by your own children that they don't want you. And that's a reality, Jose, as much as it hurts me to say it. You cause us too much pain, and we can't take no more. Just go, will you?
If I go this time, I won't be back.
We'll manage.
You might as well go as well.
What? I'll be outside, Mass.
You were in on that. You can't mess with kids' lives like that. He works from day to day to bring up Leo and Gemma.
I only did what I thought was right.
I could never make you right to trying to take the kids. Don't, Mass. I couldn't stick it with you. You're not the person I thought you were.
Right. I'll see you then.
Sinbad, what the hell did she mean? Marianne wanting the kids?
I don't know. I'm not blaming you in any way, but one way or another, it's you and her that are at the bottom of this mess. You're gonna have to find her, talk to her. Oh, your legs are littler than mine. Go on, off you go. Oh, I'll tell you what, mate, I didn't expect to be a single fella this week.
Yeah, neither did Alice.
Oh, well, I'm too sexy to be married anyway.
Listen, mate, do you think you'll be able to make it up with Moss?
No chance. She's down the Swanee. Still, better finding out it wouldn't work sooner rather than later, ain't I?
All right, Ron, cheers, mate.
All right, mate.
Hey, don't go any further, kids. Sinbad's coming, though. Tell you what, bit of a week last week, wasn't it?
I'll say that again. Still, we've always got each other, haven't we?
Go away, you're not mate, say.
Yeah. Hey, has Marianne been round to see you?
What do you think?
Well, have you been round to see her?
What? I mean, she won't even see Alice. Why would she want to see me?
You know why? And after what she did in church last week, I think she doesn't know. Anyway, better get off. See you later. All right, Vic.
All right, Clint.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Max?
Oh. Okay. Next up now, there's one.
All right, kids, take Sinbad to school, are we?
He's too old.
Hey, tell you what, I wish someone had taken me to school when I was their age. Could have been a window cleaner with letters after my name then. All right, kids, wave to your dad.
Bye.
Walk down, Frank. Right.
Mum's still asleep? Yeah. Should I take her breakfast up now, let her sleep? No, let's leave it a minute. She doesn't normally sleep this late. I think she's sleeping here because she feels safe here. Do you? I think so, yeah. What about you? Well, yeah. We'll be all right. Come on, let's make the coffee.
Aye, aye.
All right, well.
Morning. How's the King of the Board Games then?
Sound on. I called the shop once, but you weren't open.
Ah, yeah. Well, you see, my assistant was meant to open up for me, but she hasn't turned in. Any idea where your Marcia is? I've given her a knock, but there's no answer.
Well, the thing is, Ron, she's not my Marcia anymore, you know.
And she won't be my assistant either if she starts costing me money.
Yeah, well, you'd be a lot better off without her. I know I am. See you, lads. Come on, kids.
Ta-da.
Sounds like the bust-up you had last week was serious.
Yeah, well, I had heard that Cupid's little arrows were starting to miss the target. And you seem to be taking it all right, doesn't he?
Can't tell with Sinbad, can you? Some people keep it all bottled up.
Yeah, I'll have a word with him later. I'll tell him to expect Frank, marriage guidance expert Rogers round for the counselling session.
Oh, wait, Ron.
With his little games compendium under his arm.
Just thought we were doing you and Dee a favour, you know, letting you have some fun for a change.
fun, Frank. We've been married for 20 years, mate.
Ron, it's just that me and Lynn, we've both been through big split-ups. And we can see the same thing happening to you and Dee.
Ah, we'll get by.
I wouldn't wish a marriage breakup on anyone.
So tell me, what are you bringing around tonight? Snakes and ladders?
We can do it again one night, if you fancy.
Look, Frank, me and Dee Dee, apart from the nights that I'm co-parent the Legion, that is, we have a routine, see. We have our tea, we moan at the kids till they go out and leave us alone. I grab the telly page at the Echo. She sits in the kitchen doing the crossword. I get in the armchair, I switch the telly on, I fall asleep. She wakes me up when she's going to bed. Then I have a Cheshire cheese and pickle sandwich, a quick Jeff Hurst, and then I go to bed.
Yeah. I can see a game of Trivial Pursuit is far too exciting for you, Ron.
Tell you what, looks like I'm in here on my own today. Why don't you go around later? Bring your Scrabble.
No, Ron. I wouldn't want you to run the risk of having a heart attack.
Right, I'll get off if I can make my way through this lot. Oh, yes, if Margaret calls round, will you tell her I can take her to the airport on Wednesday?
Ah, so she's finally decided to go and put her beloved Derek out of his misery, has she?
Well, it was either she went off to Romania or a job with Patricia would have been on the line.
Oh, Max.
Yeah?
Before you go, we've been having a little talk, haven't we?
We have, yes.
Oh, yeah.
About house buying.
Oh, good. What, you want me to sort out some more possibles for you?
We can save you the trouble, can't we?
Yes, we can.
We've been thinking about buying number 9.
Number 9? Number 9 where?
Number 9 Brookside Close, of course.
Harrison's place, next door but one.
That's right. Nice and close. At least you wouldn't have to worry about getting any odd new neighbours.
Better the devil you know, eh, Max?
Yeah, I think it's well above your price range.
We've decided we might just about be able to cope.
We're going to sell Jean's body to make ends meet.
I think it's very big for just the two of you.
It won't take long to fill it with all David's junk.
It does mean we'll have room for young Thomas to come and stay. You know, give you and Patricia a bit of a break sometimes.
I don't know if it's been surveyed. There might be all kinds of things wrong with the place.
Nonsense. It's got a sound roof. That's always a good start. I can't see much wrong with the place from the outside.
It's perfect. And we couldn't have wished for anything closer to you and Patricia.
See, it's fate. Just meant to be.
You do know the house is jinxed, don't you?
Well, at least the place has got a bit of history.
A young woman and a little baby lived there. They were both killed.
I know.
Sounds like the perfect place for me to bump Patricia's mother off.
Jean, I mean, seriously, there is something wrong about the place. What about all that business with the rape with Peter Harrison?
That was in here, Max, not number 9.
Yes, I know, but...
But what about his father being arrested for shoplifting?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, surely you can't want to live in a place like that.
My dear boy, after the breeze block and concrete of a Spanish apartment, a house with a bit of character is just what we do need.
Well, I suppose you'll have somewhere sensible to store all this lot.
My radio gear? Well, what's wrong with here?
Well, we have been occasionally known to eat off that table.
Oh, Max, you couldn't contact the agent who is selling number 9, could you, and sort of fix us up with a tour of inspection?
Yes. Yes, I suppose I could.
Oh, good. Do you know who they are?
Fletcher's, my firm.
Fletcher's? Excellent. You should have told us.
Hey, you couldn't, you could do a little bit of dirty dealing for us, you know, get them to drop the price a bit, eh?
All right, Max.
Oh, hi.
Well, you caught you at a bad time.
No, just been informed by my in-laws that they intend to buy the Harrisons' place.
Ah, a bit too close to home, eh?
Just a bit.
Still, babysitter's on tap, eh?
If they move in next door but one, they might as well stay living with us. I mean, they'd never be out of our place. Anyway, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be boring you with my problems. What can I do for you?
Well, that's what I've come to do, actually. Bore you with one of my problems.
All right, then. Fair away. Obviously, must be something in my stars today.
I wouldn't normally bother with something like that, only I'm at a loss as to what to do next, you know.
All right, well, let's have a look, then.
This has all happened so quickly, I can't believe it.
Saying you're 8 months behind with your mortgage.
It's all just come on top, like, you know.
They want to take proceedings in order to get the arrears back.
Or repossess the house.
They have got a problem.
So I was wondering, with you being in the housing business, whether you could see a way out for me, like, you know.
Well, I wish I could offer you some hope. I mean, I'm not a specialist with mortgages, but well, I can't see them offering you any easy ways out.
Just as I thought. So, a letter from the bailiffs, then, eh?
No, not exactly. You get a court order of repossession.
Yeah. I'd better start packing my bags, then, in case they want to repossess them.
Look, Mick, if I was you, I'd go and see a solicitor, see exactly where you stand.
Yeah. I'll get something sorted.
I'm sorry I can't present you with a more cheerful picture.
Thanks anyway, Max.
Oh, by the way, how have things been since your brother's wedding?
Took some sorting out, you know.
Yeah, I bet. What happened?
Well, Ellis's nerve was fine. It was the bride who had a problem. She just pulled out at the last minute.
At the altar?
Yeah. When the vicar asked the question, she just stopped dead.
That'd be my worst nightmare. I mean, you must have had a terrible time with the reception and the guests and everything.
Like I said, it took some sorting out.
Did you give any reasons why she let him down?
No. That's what we're waiting to find out. Thanks for your advice, Max.
Mum, I brought your breakfast in bed.
Oh, brilliant.
It was Rachel's idea. Oops.
Why didn't you wake me? You're not going to be late for school, are you?
I'm on my way now. I'll see you later. See ya.
Thanks a lot, love. Bye. This is a real treat. I can't believe I slept so long.
It's nice here, isn't it?
Think we'll be able to settle?
As long as we're allowed to.
Well, we've got the chance. I hope it works out for all of us.
Rachel seems to really like the house.
It's nice just the three of us. And breakfast in bed makes it even nicer.
Rachel, come in quick! Mum's had an accident! What's happened? Just come back in quick!
I used to be a nurse. Do you want some help?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, let's just go and find out what's happened, shall we? Come on. The quicker we are, the quicker we'll see if we can be of any help.
There you go. Thank you.
Right. Cheers, up.
Cheers, son.
Hi.
Hi, Frank. What are you doing back here?
I've just been told I'm on the run to Rochester this morning, so I thought I'd get a few things in for Wednesday.
Why, what's happening on Wednesday?
Lynn and the kids, they're coming to stay at ours for the trial 2 weeks. Well, that Marianne, I've just seen her in a car at the end of the close.
What, was she with someone?
No, just sort of sitting there. Looked like she was waiting for something.
Well, I'm going that way. Say hello, she's still there. See you, lads. See you, bud.
Ta-ra, son. Hey, you can't just feed Lynn's kids on sweets, you know.
I just want to make sure the house is full of whatever they want.
They're from a broken marriage, aren't they, Frank? All he really wants is a dad.
Satellite telly and those games, those Nintendo things.
Hey, they're not into that and all, are they? Tony's bad enough.
Well, I haven't bought any more of the games, but between you and me, I'm having a satellite dish fitted.
I think you'd be better off an air transplant, you know.
You can scoff all you like, Ron, but I think I've really got something going with Lynn. This is my second chance after losing Chrissy, and I'm going to take it.
Yeah, but they're not going to respect you for turning them into 20-stone telly addicts, are they?
You don't know what it's like starting courting all over again at my age, do you?
Tell you what, mate. Just give me half a chance, I'll be out there with you.
I thought you said you had your chance with Jackie Corkill.
Well, I did. You know, sort of, like.
I noticed she hasn't been around for a while. What'd you do, frighten her off?
Hey, she's keeping away from me for her own good, mate, I'm telling you. She couldn't get their hands off me if she still worked here.
Do you know what I think you should do, Ron? I think you should start treating Dee as if you were courting her all over again.
Behave yourself.
I reckon what'll put the sparkle back is a second honeymoon.
One was enough, thank you very much. 2 nights in Blackpool. I can still feel them friction burns off the nylon sheets.
All that passion in them days, eh, mate? Where's it gone now?
That's what I'd like to know.
I tell you what, do you know I'm on holidays next week? I'll do a deal with you. You think about taking Dee to Blackpool for the second honeymoon, and I'll think about lending you the love of my life.
Who? Lynn?
Me Cortina, Ron. Me pride and joy. Me car. I'm not going to be using it, and you can't exactly go in a Moby, can you?
Tell you what, Frank, I might just hold you to that. I could always abandon her up there, couldn't I?
Don't you dare, mate.
Dee, you mean? Not the car.
I was just about to come up and see you.
Oh, I can't bear to be parted from me.
Thought I'd bring you the good news about your beloved mother and father.
Ah, that sounds like I don't want to hear it.
They've only just decided that they want to buy the Harrisons' place.
Oh, brilliant. Since when?
I don't know, they've just told me. What do you think the chances are of us persuading them to buy somewhere further away?
Well, like Timbuktu.
I don't care where. As long as he takes his damned radio gear with him. You know, he's got it set up all over the kitchen now, you know?
Wonder how long he'd be able to last without it. Mind, at least if they bought the Harrisons' house, I suppose they'd be out from under our feet.
Look, I know that they're your mum and dad, and we all love them dearly, but I really don't want to live 2 doors away from them. I mean, we'd never feel as if our lives were our own.
Yeah, I know. I'll try and fix it. Don't know how, but I'll try. See you later.
Right. I mean, if reasoned argument fails to get them out, we could always use tear gas.
This is a funny place to park, isn't it?
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
I was just having a quiet think.
Trying to remember which house Mick lives in.
I was wondering if I dare show my face round here again.
Yeah, well, I think there might be a welcome for you in the bungalow.
I'd be too embarrassed to call. I shouldn't have come round.
Well, something must have made you come this far.
I'd be too ashamed to face either of them. I shouldn't be here, should I?
Well, I presume as Alice's flat isn't on the close, you have come to see me.
Yeah, I think so.
So do I. Look, he'd be made up to see you.
Is he in by himself?
Yeah, he should be. I've just seen Alice round at the pizza place.
I suppose I should face up to what I've done, eh?
Look, why don't you go and have a proper talk to him?
So, have you settled anything with Marcia yet?
Yep. She's got her life. I've got mine.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Look, you better get going before you get done for curb crawling. See ya.
System up, are you?
Well, I haven't been able to call up any of my contacts for ages.
Not in the kitchen.
Well, I did wait till everybody had gone out.
Oh, OK, just for a couple of hours, but if you really want to set the whole thing up, then you're going to have to be banished to the shed or somewhere.
Oh, hello. I thought you weren't back until lunchtime.
Oh, I just came back to get the costing files. Didn't expect to find the World Service in my kitchen.
Oh, it's only his little hobby. Oh, I wish I knew which box I put my first aid kit in.
Why do you need it?
Your new neighbour across the road just given herself a nasty skull.
Oh, dear, is she all right?
Oh, she'll survive. Ah, here it is. I only want to try dressing.
Do you need a hand?
Oh, we should be all right. I've left her daughter spraying cold water over the worst of it.
Well, I don't mind coming over just in case you need some help.
Oh, OK. Give you a chance to have a nosy at the new neighbours, won't it?
Mum?
Germany calling. Germany calling.
Marianne?
Look, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have come.
Marianne!
Sorry, I was just about to say Alice wasn't in.
I didn't come to see Alice. Hi.
You're right. I've been worried sick about you. I'll go make some coffee. So how are you?
Thought I'd better come round. Try and talk things through.
How's it feeling?
A bit cooler now after spraying the water on it. Thanks for coming to help.
I brought my daughter in case we needed to send out for anything.
Oh, right.
She's at the front door. She wasn't sure about coming in uninvited.
Oh, please, tell her to come up. We don't mind, do we, girls?
I'll bring her up.
Right. Let's see how these skulls are looking.
They'll be all right. Thanks, honest.
I really think you should let someone look at it. If you don't want me to do it, I really think we should get a doctor to look at it. I mean, you don't want to run the risk of it blistering and getting an infection.
Do you, want me to get a doctor, Mum?
No, we'll manage as we are, I think. Hello, I'm Patricia. Patricia Farnham.
Mandy. Mandy Jordash.
Well, you're in safe hands with Mum.
Right, let's have a look at... Oh, dear. Have you had a score before? You've got some nasty scar tissue here as well, haven't you?
It was just an accident years ago.
So what did your mum and dad have to say?
I've never seen them so upset.
I can imagine.
I'll leave you two alone now.
I'd rather you stayed.
I thought you wanted to talk things through.
Look, last week was a big week for both of you, not just for Ellis. I ruined it for you both. I wanted to say how upset I've been and how embarrassed I was for you both. How stupid I feel for letting everything go so far.
So fast, you mean? Well, that was the problem, wasn't it?
Don't know, really.
I know you were nervous before about rushing into it. It was me pushing, wasn't it? That's what got to you.
Don't think that's what I'm trying to say, Alice.
We don't have to rush it next time. We can go at your pace. And I promise I'll be 10 times more patient than you'd ever thought I could be.
Alice.
All I came to say was I'm sorry for humiliating you both last week.
Listen, last week was last week. That was in the past. I want to talk about the future. I want to talk about next time, but only when you're ready, and not before.
Alice, I don't think Marianne's here to talk about next time.
So what is it you want to tell me?
Something in my heart just told me, Ellis. No matter how fond I am of you, marrying you just wasn't the right thing.
But I don't want you to be fond of me. I thought you loved me.
So did I.
Then why having to change things? What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Whatever went wrong in me.
Oh, well, we can work it out ourselves. We can talk to each other and sort it out ourselves.
Alice, you're not hearing what she's saying.
Meg, you just stay out of this, OK? Listen, Marianne, anything you want to do, I'll do. If you need more time, I don't care how long it is, I'll wait. And then we can do it properly, but only when you're ready and not before.
I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry to have spoiled your dreams.
Well, we can dream again.
She's trying to let you down gently, kid.
Oh, so dumping me at the altar's letting me down gently.
You're not making it any easier for her.
How easy do you think it is for me?
Easy, bro.
What am I supposed to do now? I had the whole of our future pictured out. The kids, the Christmas trees, the birthday parties, I could see them all here in my head. I could see us growing old and loving each other. What am I supposed to do now? I'll go to some singles bar and start all over again.
I'm sorry. I'd better go.
Please don't go, don't go.
I'm sorry. Will you be all right?
I'll take care of him. You coming around again?
I don't think so. I'm seeing the Director of Education on Friday and handing in my notice. Moving back to London.
Well, you should be all right as long as you try not to run about too much.
I'll make sure she takes it easy.
Thanks. Come along then, Florence Nightingale.
Oh, would you like us to phone your husband at work or anything?
Oh, well, no thanks.
It's no trouble.
I'm afraid my husband's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed, well, I didn't think. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're used to it now.
Come along, Mum.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, me, a nice size 12. Fancy me mentioning her husband and he was dead all the time.
Oh, I shouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Why not?
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet her husband isn't dead.
Really? Why on earth would she lie to us?
Oh, I don't know, really, but it's just something about her reaction. Made it look as if she was covering something up about her husband. I wonder what.
Hello, Mick. This should do the trick.
What's that then?
Get the satellite telly put in.
Oh, yeah. Set yourself up for all them dirty movies, eh?
What, I thought it would cost me mind.
Ah, don't give me that.
No, Wallace, it's not for me. It's for my new family.
Oh, I see. Won winning the competition, have you?
Big day today, Mick. Lynn and their 2 kids are moving in.
Oh, nice one.
Well, you know, it's only for the 2-week trial, you know, see how it works out.
Well, I'm glad someone's getting some good news anyway.
If it goes all right, it might be permanent. I've never been so nervous, Mick.
I'll be all right, Frank.
I hope so. Hey, have you seen anything of the new people across the way?
No, I haven't.
Keep themselves to themselves, don't they?
I haven't really noticed, mate.
Right, I better get in, Mick. Gotta finish the dusting off before Lynn gets here.
All right, see you later, Frank.
Hey, mate, your coffee's going cold, eh?
Ooh, look at the state of you. You going for a job in a shop window?
Nah, can I go see my solicitor?
Oh, what about Josie trying to snatch the kids?
No, see if he knows any ways to stop the building society repossessing the bungalow.
Ah, well, as long as it's nothing important, then, eh?
If only, eh? So what's with the ladder? It's not window day, is it?
No, said I'd do a job for Farnham's granddad for an incredibly small amount of cash in hand, I might add.
What do you do?
I don't know, something to do with a radio aerial or something. Anyway, still no more sign of Josie and Marcia?
I'm beginning to hope that Josie will be too ashamed to show her face around here again.
Yeah, well, they both should be. What about Ellis? How's he been the last few days?
Nah, he's up and down. He's gone into town for a walk round. Said he didn't get any sleep last night. Said every time he goes off, he keeps dreaming about being dumped at the altar.
He'll get over it. Oh, well. Better get off, so I'll be there by now.
Hey, what about you, Sin? How are you handling splitting with Mars?
Me? Well, splitting with the love of my life. Well, you know what it's like. Easy come, easy go. See ya.
Yeah, later.
Hey, Mick, did you get a visit from Marianne the other day?
She came around for a chat, yeah.
Did you have anything interesting to say?
Goodbye, basically.
What, you just let her get off?
Well, she said she was packing her job in and moving back to London. Anyway, it was Ellis who came to see me.
Oh, yeah?
Why'd you do anything different?
Well, did you get any time with her on your own?
Would it have made any difference if I had?
Well, we'll never know now, will we?
The Wanderer returns.
Oh, here he is. Morning. That's right, Michael. Correct. Morning, as opposed to evening, and we weren't expecting you home last night by bedtime.
I stayed round at me mates.
Oh, well, that's nice to know, isn't it? Only about 8 hours too late, like. Why didn't you ring us up and tell us you weren't coming home?
Well, it was late, wasn't it?
We know that. We were lying in bed waiting for the sound of your key in the door.
Go away, I'm 19.
Yeah, and old enough to know better. Do you want toast?
Yeah, come on.
Do you know what? I'm so glad that I taught you how to say please all them years ago.
Please.
When you've got kids, you know what it feels like waiting for them.
I'm all for the kid, though, aren't I?
We know you're not a kid.
Hey, look, just because I stay out all night doesn't mean to say something's happened to me, does it?
Yeah, but you could have been attacked or anything, couldn't you? You could have been lying in a gutter bleeding to death. We wouldn't have known. Do you want marmalade?
No, can I have peanut butter?
All I'm saying is that if you know you're not coming home, we'd appreciate a phone call.
Oh, why, yeah. I'm in the middle of a gang at a party and I suddenly have to shoot off to phone my mum and dad. Imagine a sticker get.
We'll just pretend you're phoning a friend.
My friends would all be there. Look, I reckon what you really want is for me to stop staying out all night.
No, we don't.
I'll go back to wearing short kicks again if you want.
Spare me that. I used to hate scrubbing the gravel out of your knees with TCP when you fell off your bike.
So where did you stay last night, round at Keats?
Actually, I was round to my girlfriend's. I'll get it.
Girlfriends, eh? Thought he had that half-guilty look about him.
I can't believe the way he just came out with it like that. It's so different from when we were young.
Yeah, well, I used to stay around at my mates, fair enough, but never at my girlfriend's. Still, I suppose he is 19, isn't he? I mean, we can't put a ban on him stopping out with girls, can we?
As long as he knows what he's doing.
Dee, I'm sure he wouldn't stay out overnight if he didn't know what he was doing.
All I'm saying is, as long as he's protecting himself, looking after his health.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he knows all about AIDS.
It's so different from when we were young. I suppose he'll be with this girl about 5 minutes.
Does that matter? He'll have another one next week, won't he? I mean, don't be marrying the lad off before he's had a chance to play the field.
Oh, I see. I suppose you'll be telling old Jackie in a couple of years. Oh, go on out, love. Knock off as many fellas as you can. It's a good chance for them to play the field before they go off and marry somebody else.
Mum, it's Margaret for you. She said she's going to the airport.
Oh, I forgot about the time.
So she's finally getting herself over to Romania then?
Oh, I hope she's going to sort something out with your Uncle Derek.
Hey, wish you all the best for me, eh, love? Right, my son, there you go. Breakfast and a little something for you to read.
What's that?
It's our phone number, actually. Just in case you've forgotten it, you know.
I just wanted to say try before we go.
Well, I hope you have a safe journey. Is Max taking you to the airport?
Yeah.
Oh, you give Derek my love when you see him. I tell him we're all missing him. Of course. We're all praying for him.
I'll have to make a list to remember it all. Right, I better hurry Max up or else we'll be late.
Margaret. Oh, and you give Derek a hug for me as well.
Yeah.
I hope you sort things out together.
I'll try.
Dad said, didn't you want to give this to Margaret?
Oh, I forgot Margaret. I'm sorry. I wrote Derek a bit of a letter. Would you take it for him?
Yeah, of course I will.
I feel better if it was safe with you.
Okay, I've got to go. Bye.
Safe journey.
Thanks. Bye.
What was in the letter?
Oh, my hopes. I just told Derek that we were praying that they'd get back together again.
Well, that's between him and Margaret, really, isn't it? Not about who's praying for them.
You're getting as cynical as your father, you are. Anyway, I'm sure when she sees him, she's bound to want to stay with him.
Well, Dad just said she's only going over for a few days.
Well, let's hope she changes her mind then, eh?
Yeah, and I hope she's phoned her mum, told her she won't be home tonight.
Get in here.
You'll have to move it over a bit further, Sinbad.
I haven't made a will, you know. About there.
No further still, I'm afraid.
Oh, you're afraid? You're not the one who's up the ladder.
Right, bye then. We're off.
Oh, rightio. So it's, all aboard for Romania, eh?
Yep.
Hey, hang on there. What about me?
Just gonna see Margaret off. Won't be a tick.
All righty-ho. Thanks.
Hi, what's all this then? Some newfangled remote control window cleaning system?
Some new pirate radio station. Radio Grandad Farnham.
Hey, does he do adverts? I could do with some publicity for the Trading Post.
It's a bit of a radio you know, talks to astronauts and that.
And lonely sheep farmers in the outback down under. Oh, hello there. Now then, Tony Blackburn, have you got this pirate radio station on air yet?
We're getting there.
Tell me, do you play requests?
No, well, I leave the music professionals run. I concentrate on talking to people.
Do you have one of these call signs and all that malarkey?
Oh, indeed, I do. Golf 2 Lima Romeo Romeo.
Romeo?
As a matter of fact, I managed to keep contact with one or two rather nice-sounding female enthusiasts, and they get quite a kick when they're calling me up. They say, Golf 2 Lima Romeo Romeo, wherefore art thou, Golf 2 Lima Romeo Romeo?
I'm going to fall off the ladder laughing in a minute.
So tell me, why haven't you got it set up inside in the wall?
Out of bounds, I'm afraid. I'm informed by my daughter that my equipment doesn't quite fit in with her decor, so I've been banished to the shed.
Tell you what, though, Sen, Tony Hancock could be made up with this lot, wouldn't he, eh? Hello. Mayday. Come in, please. Stone me.
When you two have quite finished. I mean, I could get stuck like this if the wind changes.
Oh, sorry, Sinbad. No, that's fine there. Perfect. Thanks.
You told me.
Well, if you want to have a twiddle with my knobs, Ron, you're more than welcome.
Well, don't get an offer like that every day, do I, eh?
Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Sinbad. I'm afraid we are going to have to move it a little further across. Sorry.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Come in.
Right, the house is hoovered, the beds are made, there's a welcome on the mat, and all I need is you and the kids in the car and we're off.
Frank.
What's up?
Hiya.
Hiya. Who's that?
That's my beloved sister Beverly. Oh, you better go on through. My mum's got the kettle on.
What's wrong?
I'm afraid things aren't going quite as smoothly as we'd hoped.
Now then, Selen's looking very smart there.
Not too smart for an interview, is it?
Depends what it's for.
Manager of a petrol station.
No, which one?
That one there?
Oh, go away. How'd you manage that?
Well, I think Max must have put a word in for me. He must have remembered all the earache I gave him because he let me down over that security job. He said just apply and I stand a good chance.
All right. See how you get on then, eh?
Yeah.
Hi, Barry. I need a word when you can, all right?
All right, well, I'll be in a minute.
No rush. I'm going to be busy for a while.
All right, so be in a while then.
How's things going with your partner then?
Oh, she's not too bad, apart from her bossing me around a bit.
Makes a change someone bossing you about, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, look, I better get off here. Good luck with the job.
Well, from the way Max was talking, I don't think I'm going to need any luck.
There you go, Mum.
Thanks, love.
So, what brings you home then, Bev?
The usual. Another broken heart.
I walked out before he kicked me out.
Put them straight in the washing machine, love. I'll do them after we've had a cup of tea.
Okay.
How does she always manage to get thrown out by anyone she moves in with?
Well, she's not the easiest of girls to live with.
It's the understatement of the year, that.
Well, it's not her fault if she has problems.
She brings them all on herself.
Well, she's not as well balanced as you, Lynn, you know that.
She takes advantage of you.
Well, I don't mind.
Well, it's about time you did.
Ah, now don't let's end up with you and her having another big fight.
Be all right to stay, won't I?
No problem, love. You know, there's always a bed for you here.
You're too soft on her, Mum. I'm sorry about this.
I can't just turn against my own daughter when she needs me.
But she's desperate for a roof over her head, that's all. You let her move back in here again and she'll have you run ragged by the end of the week.
She can stay as long as she wants. I know what she's like, Frank. I've got used to her over the years.
Mom, which sheets do you want me to use?
Oh, I'll come and show you, love.
Nice cup of tea.
You know what all this lot means, don't you?
All right. You and the kids will still be able to move in with us today, won't you?
I'm not going to be able to leave me mum on her own. Not now Bev's home.
So Margaret's flying off to Romania today, then?
Yes.
Tell you what, she must be on some money to afford that.
Well, I think Patricia paid her fare, and Margaret's going to pay her back out of her wages.
Yeah, and that's if she comes back. Reckon once she sees Al Dixie, she might stay over there with him.
How about you, Marcia, saying any chance you two getting back together again?
Nah, no chance. So, what made Margaret want to go out there all of a sudden?
Well, yeah, I think Patricia got a bit fed up with her hanging around the office all day with her mind, you know, not quite on the job. Ah! Almost getting something. Looks like the band's open to Norway.
My old fella used to be into all this shortwave business, you know. Never really got into it myself. Radio Luxembourg under the bed sheets was about my limit.
Lima Alpha 1 Delta Foxtrot Quebec. This is Golf 2 Lima Romeo Romeo. Are you on my frequency, Helga? Helga's my little fjord queen.
Oh, I see.
Oh dear, I don't think Helga's there today.
Helga, where's she from then?
Tromso, up near the Arctic Circle.
Oh, and you keep a little dolls warm at night, do you?
Don't tell Jean, but the winter's night lasts for 2 months up there.
Oh, 2 months in the dark with Helga, that'd do me.
I'll see you, Miss McLaughlin.
Ta-ra, Frank.
I haven't told you about this yet, either. I had a letter back from the petrol company. You know about that manager's job near you? I didn't even get an interview.
Well, you don't know what they've missed, do they?
Bye.
Bye. Hope everything works itself out anyway.
I'm really sorry about all this, Frank.
I can't be helped.
Shall I phone you later? Let you know how things are going.
Whatever's best for you.
This has really spoilt your day, hasn't it?
No. It's not as if we were making a big thing about you moving in forever, is it? We said all along it wouldn't be easy.
Would have been a damn sight easier if Bev hadn't come back on the scene. I hope you're not going to spend all day on that phone. You'd be costing me Mum a fortune.
I'll pay me way, don't worry.
Well, that'll be a first.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
I'll see you soon, Frank.
I hope so.
Here you go. So has your mother been on to you any more about this new girlfriend of yours?
What, like?
Well, like a name for starters.
Jessica, she's called.
Oh, Jessica. Sounds very posh.
Oh, it isn't.
So when do we meet her?
I don't want to put it off me, do I?
Suppose I asked for that one, didn't I?
Did you have to go and meet your girlfriend's parents when you were younger?
Yeah, a couple of times, yeah.
I suppose you loved that, didn't you?
It was about as embarrassing as you could get. I suppose I forget what it was like to be your age.
Right, see you later. Dad?
Yeah?
Is my mum all right at the moment?
Yeah, I think so, why?
Well, she just seems a bit, sort of, you know, lifeless. Almost like she's depressed.
Yeah, well, she needs a break, you know. She just put that much effort into opening her florist that, well, she's overdone it, you know.
Well, why don't you take her away for a few days?
Michael, I would love to, but who would look after the shops?
I could do the trading post.
What, by yourself?
Well, Keith could give me a hand.
Yeah, but what about all your university work?
I'll find time for that. I could do some reading in the shop or something.
Yeah, and the pizza place.
It's all down to time management. I wouldn't offer if I couldn't handle it.
You sure?
Listen, Dad. I don't want to sound as though I'm poking my nose in, but You and my mum sound like you could do with a few days away, you know, together.
What makes you say a thing like that?
Just things I've been seeing and overhearing.
Has it got that obvious, has it?
Well, it's only to me because I know you both so well.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about you having all the responsibility for the shop.
And why not? I mean, if there's any problems, I can give you a ring. You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, but how about your mum's shop?
Well, there's Jean there, isn't it? I'm sure she can handle a shop for a bit.
Be a surprise for her, wouldn't it? I suppose it would do her some good.
It'd do the Perry's good, especially the way things have been looking recently.
So just exactly what have you been overhearing and seeing?
Well, it's just the two of you. You're not exactly a good advert for marriage these days, are you? You don't even talk to each other for a start. You just talk at each other.
Takes years, that does, son, I'm telling you.
Sorry, took longer than I thought that. Right, so let's have a little quiz. What kind of business are we in, Barry?
Oh, that's easy, that one. We're in a nightclub business.
Wrong.
Well, I could have sworn this was a bar and there's a disco over there and there's lights. Are you sure we're not in a nightclub?
We are in the business of making money. Or at least we're supposed to be.
Oh, we're doing all right, aren't we?
Somebody is.
What's that supposed to mean?
You tell me.
Well, the takings are all right, aren't they?
For someone, yeah. Not for me. Not for Horsehall Leisure. The takings are obviously doing someone some good.
Well, not for me, if that's what you're saying.
You sure?
Look, I'm a partner in this business. I want to make a go of it, don't I?
We won't be making a go of anything while we're being ripped off.
Well, who's doing it then? The bar staff?
For definite. And it wouldn't surprise me if your little pet Jimmy Corkill wasn't having a nibble as well.
Jimmy? I doubt it.
Well, if you reckon it isn't Jimmy, it's got to be the hired hands.
So what are we going to do then? Set the trap for them?
Just keep it simple. Show them the door marked exit.
Sacked a lot of them, all the bar staff.
We won't have any trouble replacing them.
Well, can't we just keep an eye on them? See where all the loose change is going?
This isn't loose change. There's 400 a week going out of here.
400 a week?
Just trash the lot of them, OK? And you decide about Jimmy, but I want you to let him know that he came that close to the gutter, OK?
All right.
I've been better.
I thought you'd be striding around the place like an old tomcat today, you.
Who, me?
Well, today's the day Lynn's supposed to be moving in, isn't it?
Don't remind me.
Why, what's up?
My little bubble's burst, Ron. And I was all geared up for her moving in today and all.
Oh, she hasn't let you down.
She's got a sister.
You haven't fallen for the sister, have you?
Called Beverly.
Beverly, eh? Hey, make sure you give me her phone number before you go.
You wouldn't want it, mate. She's a right madam.
She hasn't turned Lynn against you, has she?
Not exactly, no. But she's been living away from home for ages now. She suddenly turned up to stay.
Well, surely that's all the more reason for letting the kids to move in with you. That'll leave more room for her mums.
Well, that's what I thought. But the problem is that Lynn won't leave her on her own with her mother.
Suppose this screws me up for borrowing the car then, does it?
So you've decided to go away for a few days?
Well, only if the offer still stands, like.
Of course it does. I'm a trucker, aren't I? Driving's the last thing I want to do when I've got a week off.
Well, actually, I was going to ask you when you came in till I saw you had a cob on you as long as the M6, like.
So you're going for the second honeymoon, then?
Well, sort of, but look, only if you're sure about the car.
Of course I am. At least one of us will have something to look forward to. Hey, I'll give it the once over for you.
Hey, thanks, Frank. I know how much that car means to you.
Yeah, I know, mate. I might not have much luck with women, Ron. But my old car, she never lets me down.
All right. Survived your meeting then? Pretty much, yeah. Turns out, though, we've got a bunch of maggots for bar staff.
Why are they ripping you off?
Well, they won't be for long, will they?
Oh, you're gonna come down hard on them, are you?
No, not me. Jimmy Corkill's gonna do it. So if you know anyone looking for bar work...
Yeah, well, it's come a little bit too late for me.
Oh, go away. Well, you got the job?
Yeah, I told them straight, didn't I, that I had no qualifications or anything like that, and he said, that's all right, because people like that are always getting off.
Oh,
Hey,
nice
I've got
one.
your busy kicks on.
Hey, Frank, can I introduce you to the new manager of the petrol station?
What, that one?
Yeah, that's right, I just got the job.
Did you have an interview?
Yeah, I just come from it now to give me the job there and then on the spot.
My Lynn was up for that job. She never even got an interview.
Well, that's not to do with me, is it? I just followed procedure.
Yeah, well, look, Frank, they wouldn't have wanted a woman, eh? That'll be it.
Well, I thought things were supposed to be equal these days. Mind you, it's not what you know, is it? It's who you know.
You wouldn't have had anything to do with me getting that job, would you?
Oh, go away, Terry. How would I have anything to do with the petrol company? Must have been Max. He'd have put a good word in for you, wouldn't he?
All right.
How'd it go, then?
I hate solicitors.
Well, you don't have to go into the gaudy details, you know.
You might as well know. In fact, the whole world will know when the bailiff van comes round and they start dragging me furniture out into the street.
Well, I hope this kettle boils quickly if the bailiffs are coming for it.
No, it's not the kettle we'll be after. It'll be the £4 grand mortgage arrears they want.
£4 grand?
Yeah. I've got no chance of paying it off in one go, so it might as well be 40. Anyway, the solicitor says that the building society are more likely to take me to court than throw me straight on the street. They reckon the best chance I've got is a court order to pay off what I owe by instalments.
Oh, well, there you go. That's good news, isn't it? Let's give them £1 a year for 4,000 years.
Do you want to know what else I did while I was there, Sin?
Go ahead, what?
I filed the divorce papers against Josie. After that business of trying to snatch the kids the other week, they finally put the top on it for me. You know what? She used to be the brightest little jewel I'd ever seen in my life. No, she means nothing. So we've been split up for long enough now. I want that divorce so that's official, and I can start living my life on my own. I'm gonna wash, get changed.
Now then, Bing, what's this? Flowers for Helga?
No, they're from Jean, actually. She asked me to drop them in as a bit of a housewarming present for the new people in number 10.
All right. Hey, didn't the mother have a bit of an accident last Monday?
Yeah, scalded herself.
Yeah, Dee was saying.
Jean seemed to think there was something odd about it.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, mate, there's something odd about every one of them.
You all right?
You know, this last week, Sin, I've never had a week like it in my life.
You know what's screwing you up, don't you? You won't let yourself open up about Marianne.
Why do we always end up talking about me and Marianne? What about you and Mars?
Well, because Mars is the past for me, mate. But you and Marianne could be the future if you get up and do something about it.
I can't go sneaking in the back door and stealing my brother's fiancée off him.
Well, she turned round at the altar and looked at you. She wanted your help, you know that, don't you?
I suppose so.
She wanted you. So if she wanted you last week, she'll still want you now.
£4 grand behind with my mortgage. I'm on the verge of being taken to court for the arrears. She won't want none of that.
We're talking about love here, mate, not money.
Anyway, it's too late. She's packing a job in on Friday, moving back to London.
Well, stop her.
How?
Oh, he says, are you too proud to get on your knees and beg? Tell her what you told me, that you love her. But this time, stay sober.
I want to. But I'm scared, Sin. I'm scared she'll tear me down.
Well, there's only one way you'll find out, isn't there?
Brookside's back on Monday at the same time. And don't forget the omnibus edition on Sunday morning at 10.